Today, I invite you to join me on a journey. This involves one specific trick, a trick that has baffled both beginners and veterans alike, the final boss of fingerboarding. This journey starts with a dream. You visualize it, you piece it together, you try to make it happen. But the end result ends up being this. Even though there's a specific way to do things, there's always an easier way.
Nollie heel flips are hard. Think it's hard on a skateboard? Try doing that on one of these. I've been fingerboarding since the age of 12. It's only been just recently that I'm even able to form nollie heels. And you want to know something crazy? The power that this trick has over people is phenomenal. Did you know that there are more trick tutorials for nollie and switch heel flips than there are for any other trick on a fingerboard? That alone should tell you how difficult it is. It's something that only a few people can master, and it's definitely something that has frustrated not only me, but multiple people. A fakie heel flip, a regular heel flip, even a switch heel flip, they are so easier in comparison to just popping this little thing off the nose and then flipping it in heel flip rotation. It is way easier. You'd have a better chance of learning how to do perfect nollie kick flips, which, you know, is way too easy. But you'll 9 times out of 10 get a perfect nollie kick flip before you get a nollie heel flip. And now I do them so frequently because I struggled for so long. Can I do it if I try hard enough and it's just me fucking around? Yes, I can land it. Can I do it in less than 10 tries with a gun to my head? No. You might as well set up the funeral arrangements now. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not. I guess that you can say that this is a trick tutorial on how to do nollie heel flips, but in all actuality, I'm just showing people how I do it because apparently I do it incorrectly. There's a specific way that I flip the board in order for it to go into a nollie heel. And I figured since the shit is so lazy and so lax, I might as well share it with you guys. Even now, trying to do the trick on either one of these boards is a hassle. Welcome to my training facilities. As you can see, we have the perfect launch/manual pad. I have been at war at this obstacle with so many tricks, and now I am about to go to war with the heel that is nollie. The traditional way. Finger placement for a normal nollie heel is supposed to be like this. Look at my hands. Look at them. This looks very uncomfortable, doesn't it? After that, make sure you just snap the nose. If you don't hear the nose pop, you're not doing it right. That's pretty much for any nollie trick. And then somehow, I'm supposed to toss this over and my middle finger is supposed to, and it just goes into rotation and then I splat. Just demonstrating that just fucked with my brain a little bit. So fuck that, fuck that. We're not doing that. Now, my finger placement for a nollie heel is this. See how comfortable that looks? See how lax it looks? It doesn't look like I'm struggling to keep the stance. It doesn't look like pain. I'm able to pop this nose comfortably without having to, pinch the hell out of my finger and just cramp the hell out of it. Sometimes when you do nollie heels, especially when you watch tutorial after tutorial after tutorial, you follow the same finger stance to the point where you feel like you're about to get carpal tunnel. And I know that some of you hardcore fingerboarders are looking at this stance right now and you're just like, no, you gotta curl those fingers. You gotta be like a pirate. It's gotta be like a pirate's hook. No, shut up. Please stop. No. Why are we making this so difficult? From my perspective, keep that front finger somewhere right here in this position. That's the sweet spot, right? Your front finger inside of this pocket, it's gonna be part of the reason why it goes into a heel flip anyway. The other part of this trick, and this is the most important, you gotta keep your middle finger somewhere either in the middle of the board or kind of like right here near the bolts, near the back part of the bolts. You can cock your finger if you want to, but it's just gonna hurt after a while. So what I do is, whenever I get into the flick, I initially start rolling, I pop forward, I push my hand in the direction, and then it flips. More likely than not, I'm gonna catch the board like this. It's kind of the more sexier stance. Wow. But my general stance on this trick overall is based on the size of your board. Some say that the bigger boards help you get the board to flick faster, or just to flick at all. Some say the smallness of a board is what's gonna help you get the flick perfectly. Either one, I mean, both of you are correct, but we're talking about preference here. And say, for example, I didn't have this board. I just had this. My stance on the nollie heel flip is no different. It's no different. Just make sure that this knuckle is higher than this knuckle. The only thing that I do differently with bigger boards, that instead of popping up and then backwards that way, kind of just pop and push my hand straight forward. Or I just curl my fingers in. So that way, the board gets into the flip. That felt weird as shit, I'm not even gonna lie. Get used to flicking your board sideways. When you get into a nollie heel, it's not like a nollie kick where you could just, you could just go with it and just, be flowy with it. And, even if you fuck up, you can still, it's not something that's really, really lax. Because when you do a nollie kick, you're really just popping it and then flicking it back. So when I say get used to flicking your board sideways, get used to being in your nollie stance and the board being like this, and you're prepared to flick your hand like that. Your board's gonna be like this when you pop. Really, when you get your fingers onto it, just get used to either flicking this way or that way. Oh, and don't forget, anything that you can nollie with, you can switch ollie with, thus adding on to your bag of tricks. Switch heel flips, on the other hand, is a completely different beast in general. It's a difficult trick, but if you're used to riding in switch, it will come natural to you. If you know how to do nollie heels, it's one of those tricks where you have to learn one trick in order to do another trick. Both tricks complement each other very, very well because, doing them back to back, it feels amazing. Put these fingers right here like, huh. So, quick summary. My finger stance for a nollie heel. Pop, and you flick. This finger either curls this way or flicks perfectly that way. But before all of this, learn your nollies. If you fuck up, that's okay. Just keep trying. That was a nollie tray flip. But if this worked, if it helped you, I really hope that it does. Take it in, absorb it, make it second nature. Until next time. I know your hand hurts. Just keep trying it, man. It's gonna be worth it, okay? Yeah, bye.